The COP27 climate conference is underway. And there is some news out of China. That nation has set a 2030 date for peaking carbon emissions for building materials. But in some ways, that's a retreat from earlier goals. Let's get more now from Franck Gbaguidi, Senior Analyst in Energy, Climate and Resources at Eurasia Group. He joins us now. Franck, I'll jump right in. Thanks for coming on the show. So China, in some ways, pulling back on some of its climate promises or goals.
Yeah, that's correct, Andrew. And I mean, you have to kind of like look into this within the larger, bigger picture of the Party Congress, right? The 20th Party Congress that took place last month, where President Xi Jinping had already basically said that between economic growth and climate target, he will go with economic growth. Between energy security and environmental protection, he will go with energy security. And that explains some of the pushback and the retreat that we're seeing with the 2030 building materials target.
In some ways, so just to clarify that, has Xi decisively said, I'm going to emphasize economic growth over cutting carbon emissions?
No, it was clearly implied both in his speech and also in the accompanying report for the 20th Party Congress. And then I would say with this new plan, we're seeing a concrete illustration of this approach, right? Because you had discussion of putting the cement industry target for 2023. You had discussion for the steel industry for 2025. And now they just came out with 2030 for the entire building material sector as a whole. So it's interesting to see that kind of a shift, and we can explain it by many reasons. I mean, obviously the impact of the zero COVID policy, the geopolitical and economic implication of the invasion of Ukraine, the tougher summer in parts of the country that led to factory shutdown, to hydropower shortages, all kind of paving the way for a weak or definitely weaker than usual economic outlook for China, and China resorting to their old trick, right, which is in that time invest in infrastructure, and that's what is implied with this 2030 deadline.
However, you note the other side of the coin is that China will continue to offer massive incentives and spending on lower carbon energy.
Yes, absolutely. And really the point here, Andrew, is that it's not mutually exclusive, right? And China is more so adopted in parallel / at the same time strategy rather than either or. And so that's why we're going to continue to see a lot of significant, meaningful investments in clean energy sources, in nuclear, in renewables. Actually, even today, China announced a new kind of national strategic plan for ending methane emissions, right? So the sustainability credentials and ambitions of the country are very much so still there, but they would be adjusted and kind of like rearranged based on the domestic economic outlook.
Any other broad themes emerging from COP27?
That's a good question, Andrew. I would say I'm currently in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, right? So apologies for any delay or the shaky connection here at COP27. The main trends that I'm really seeing are, one, this kind of shift from moving from the UN-wide global packages or envelope, for instance, the 100 billion that industrialized nations had pledged to help support emerging markets, to more country-specific, region-specific, issue-specific projects to kind of secure some quick wins. So that's a big trend that we're seeing. It's kind of like this dislocations of deal to get the money where it is, really. And that leads me to the second trend, which is that there's not much public / governmental financial resources at the moment. This is why a lot of delegations are trying to crowd in private sector resources to fund their climate finance ambitions and to hopefully meet their net zero target by the end of the decade.
And this is an interesting one. So we've got a biodiversity conference coming up pretty soon. that's in Montreal, but China is going to be the host of that. Is this biodiversity conference important?
Yes, it is. I mean, the way you can look at it is that it's basically going the equivalent of the Paris Agreement, but for biodiversity, for nature, or at least that's the ambition. It was supposed to take place in China, and that would be the first time ever that China would host a COP. But it's not going to happen because of the zero COVID policy and the restrictions in China. China already postponed the conference 4 times. It was supposed to take place in 2020. So now it's going to take place in Montreal, where the secretariat of the biodiversity COP is located. But China will retain the hosting, I guess, role. What's interesting here is that Xi Jinping decided not to attend COP27. While China will host its first kind of like international climate/sustainability summit next month. So it's interesting to see this shift, and we will see kind of what's going to happen next month in Montreal. But I can already tell you that China has not been very active in the negotiation for COP15. We don't expect them to move the needle significantly to ensure that an agreement is being reached. And if an agreement is being reached, it will be more so due to the diplomatic efforts of other regions and blocs such as the EU or even Latin America, for that matter.